guys, hello and welcome to day 27 of the Eat to Live challenge. So I am making something that is off Dr. Fuhrman's website. It is called creamed forest kale over wild rice. So yesterday, I had the wild rice with green beans because I made a whole lot. It made it in the Instant Pot. I actually made the amount that I made because it's what was left in the bag, not because I needed an exact amount for the recipe. But I did want to make this recipe and it called for that. So basically what you do is, I'll tell you the exact ingredients and recipe instructions and I'll show you what I'm doing. So you take a cup of uncooked wild rice and you cook it. It says put it with 3 cups of boiling water in a saucepan. Cook it on simmer covered for 40 to 45 minutes and then uncover it and fluff it and then let it simmer for an additional 5 minutes and drain off any excess liquid. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to cook that. I did it in an Instant Pot, super easy, hands off. That's my kind of cooking, to be honest with you. And then it says in a large skillet, you're gonna water saute your kale, your mushrooms, your onions, and your peas for approximately 10 minutes. You just water saute that until the kale is ready at the consistency that you like it. So that will be easy. And then in a blender, you blend cashews, soy milk, or hemp milk, or almond milk, whatever you choose. So soy milk, cashews, onion flakes, and make that super smooth and creamy. And then when you serve it, you have rice with your vegetable dish with your sauce over the top, and then sprinkled with sesame seeds. So it calls for 2 bunches, 1 cup of uncooked wild rice that you make, 2 bunches of kale, where you take obviously the stems out, so you strip it, and then just coarsely chop it. I always just pull it into pieces. 2 cups of shiitake mushrooms sliced, and I just have button mushrooms and I chopped them. So however you want to work that. 1 medium onion chopped. I used a fairly good size onion, to be honest with you. I like onions. And I used probably way more kale than I needed. 1.5 cups of fresh or frozen peas. I'm going to use a whole bag of frozen peas. And then in your sauce, you're going to have 3/4 cup of raw cashews, 3/4 cup of your milk of choice, 1/4 cup of onion flakes. I got some just chopped onions at Costco that I'm going to use. And then the sesame seeds go on at the end. So what I'm actually doing is not measuring like any of the vegetable part of this. So I've got this big pan, saute pan. I've got all of my kale that I've cleaned in there. I say cleaned, I just took the pieces off that I buy it in a bag from Trader Joe's, and it comes with some of the stems still attached, so I just take the stems off and throw the leaves in the pot. And then I also have an 8-ounce container of mushrooms that I chopped and a very large onion that I have chopped. So that's what I'm going to put in there along with that bag of peas. I'm going to water saute that until the onions and the kale are looking to be where I want them to be, which according to this paper says it'll be about 10 minutes. And then while that is cooking on the stove, I'm going to actually double the amount of sauce that I'm making because I'm using so much more of the vegetables than I normally would. So I'm gonna have 1.5 cups of cashews, 1.5 cups of soy milk, 1/2 cup of onion flakes. I'm going to blend that up in my handy dandy blender that's not a Vitamix, but it is a professional grade one. So anyways, going to make that and then going to plate it and put it together, and I will show you guys what it looks like when it's all said and done, and it will be beautiful and delicious, I hope, and I'll let you know. Alrighty guys, so I have a plate made up for my husband and myself. It's not very pretty, I'm sorry. My photo's not very pretty either. However, I tasted a little bite of it. It was very good. Just the vegetables part, I haven't had it with the goo yet. So dryer's done. Okay, so let's try this. That's really good. Okay, so try this one. This is actually very good. Okay, there is a picture of the ingredients. There's your picture of the instructions. It's super good. I would totally recommend this. I think even my husband will like this. I was really worried that I had overcooked it because, okay, if you do this differently, cook your onions first and then put the other 3 ingredients, then put the mushrooms and the kale and the peas in. Don't put it all in there together because the onions are not 100% cooked, but I had to stop before the peas got any more cooked or before the kale got any more cooked. So cook your onions first. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. This is very delicious. You guys should try this. Bye. Well, hello everyone. So I am done with supper and it was fabulous. Oh my goodness. So I had a couple of sushi rolls. And then instead of like making 3 sushi rolls, which I don't know if I would have had room for anyway. I had a whole bunch of chopped up little baby cherry tomatoes and cucumbers. So I don't think I probably had a pound of fresh vegetables, but or raw vegetables, but I did have a lot. So it was really super good. And then I had some strawberries after supper, which was also very super good. They were super ripe. So got my 3 boys are downstairs, and my younger daughter, who's 18, has her friend over, and they're all playing Mario Kart with my husband, trying to figure that out. It's noisy down there. I had to come upstairs to talk to you guys. So anyway, I don't really have anything else to tell you guys except that I definitely got in probably close to a pound of cooked vegetables at lunchtime. It was very good. The sauce was, okay, so if you make that, I would highly recommend that you make it with half the amount of chopped onions. Well, the dried dehydrated onions or whatever. So if you use the kind that I use, the dried onions, use like only half of that. It was very, very, very oniony, which was good, but not just maybe a little bit too oniony. So I would definitely recommend using half of that. The rest of the recipe was actually really good. Like I said, cook the onions first and then cook the other vegetables in with it. That would work out better. But it was very good. My daughter really liked it. My husband really liked it. Later in the vehicle, he's like, you know, I kind of am getting what you were saying about this onion thing. I'm kind of tasting onions. I was like, yeah, it was very oniony, but it was very good. I just think that the sauce needed to be just a touch less oniony, and it would have been very good. So I'd highly recommend trying that. And yeah, the sushi was super delicious. It was yummy. So anyway, starting tomorrow, I think tomorrow, either tomorrow or the next day, one of the two, I need to start weighing myself again. And I've actually started wearing my size 30. I wear boys' jeans, don't wear girls' jeans. My size 30 jeans again, whereas my size 32s are a little bit baggy now, so that's cool. Back into that. I just really screwed up this past November at Easter time, no, Thanksgiving time and Christmas time, and ended up gaining a whole bunch of weight, and thankfully I'm close to having it all back off now, so I've probably got about 3-4 pounds left before it's back off again. So I'm where I should be at from last year. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to put that weight on. Oh my goodness. So anyways, I am going to go downstairs. I just got done doing a little bit of billing stuff, and I'm going to go downstairs and watch my kids play Mario Kart, and yeah, enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you guys are having a good one, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.